Hello and welcome to this week's episode of MT2, Minerva's 2-minute tactics for your procurement, where this week I want to talk to you about one of my pet hates, and that is the opt-out. So this week I have received an invoice from one of my suppliers, and when I sort of very quickly glanced at it, I thought, oh, that's interesting. That looks slightly different to the pricing that I would normally expect to see. And when I drilled down a bit deeper, it would appear that a new service that they've introduced has been added to my bill. So I hate that. I feel that if I want a service, make me aware of that service, and then I can decide if I want to opt in to that service. But this particular company, and they have a habit of doing this, is that their sort of strategy is an opt-out strategy. So in other words, they will add the service on, and then they will expect you to opt out of that service if you don't want it. The difficulty with that is, of course, that unless you're really paying attention and kind of what I would call present in the moment when you're reviewing that invoice, is that you may not even notice that that additional cost has been added to your bill. And when I went back to the previous bill, there was a very, very small note in the left-hand corner of the invoice saying that they would be adding this service on with effect from the following month, and that if you didn't want it, you needed to let them know. Now, personally, I think, as I said earlier, if you have got a great service and you think your clients are going to want it, let them opt into that service. Contact them about it proactively and sell that service to them, because if it's beneficial, the clients will want it. I really hate it when people add services to my bill, which I don't actually want, and on this occasion I didn't want it. So my tactic for this week is make sure that when you are reviewing your invoices, and it's particularly easy to do this when you're looking at online invoices, you can sort of skim it and almost miss what's on there. So make sure that you are present in the moment when you're reviewing your invoices. Make sure there's no additional charges that are on there that you weren't expecting. And if there are, go back and ask the supplier what that service is for, and maybe potentially opt out of that service if it's not something you want. So that's my tactic for this week. Hope it helps you save a few pounds here and there. Until next time, soldier on.